Okay, you ready for some lunch?
Where's his
I
mouth?
actually knew when I was pregnant with him that it was like a 50-50 chance that he would come out with his genetic condition. Oh, look, look. Amari has a condition called NF type 1, which is incurable, and which causes tumors and throughout his skeletal and
It's
nervous
worse
system.
now.
So
Yeah, it
it
is.
just causes a lot of problems
Doesn't
throughout
look
his
real.
body, which the growths can come up anywhere on his body. Amari has one of the worst cases that you can get, so he was
His
taking
name's
chemo
Amari?
medicine for a while, and it seemed to help a little bit, but he's not been on it for a year or so, just to see how the tumors act. Put it on there. So this year, we probably have to start him back on some kind of chemo medicine because it looks like they're starting to grow back, or grow a little more and faster. It's a lot, it really is. As he got older, it got more noticeable because the tumors grew.
Is it like in his bones?
I'm trying to not be getting emotional. It was hard, it was very hard when I found out.
That's...
Okay, if he kinda just...
It doesn't look real, bro. Easy.
I'll let you start.
I mean, that's crazy. That poor little kid.
I know.
He doesn't look like a person.
I know. That was heavy
That was crazy.
as fuck.
And it's like there's a little soul in there, a little
Alright.
kid's soul.
You know what I mean? I'm a podcast professional, so I got the question people want to know. The question you guys were thinking the whole time in your head. Would he been better off just like aborted? Like if you know you're going to have a kid with severe tumors or heart conditions, like is it even worth it? Like me, I'll let you talk in a second. Like me, like I love Riley and Rowan so much it hurts my heart. Okay, like I cry randomly just even thinking something remotely devastating happening. It's beyond comprehension.
Yeah.
Okay, so to like even hear that mom say like they're calling him a monster, and it's like, is that pain worth it? Like, is the pain worth the beauty in life? You know what I mean? Like life is so beautiful, it can be beautiful, but is
Yeah.
that beautiful? Like, but he's alive. Like, is life that precious where it's worth it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's
man.
crazy
Me,
because,
no. I mean,
like-
I'm not gonna bitch out. Me, no. Like, I think hypothetically, if you could see what happened, and it's like,
If she could go back, like, what do you think?
and I'm not even speaking for the parent. That's a whole nother situation. Like dealing with like the medical bills and like
Yeah.
the fear.
Yeah, the fucking medical bills.
Is
that she
that
brought.
all worth it? And like, cause I kind of believe like if you're gonna be born, you're gonna be born either way, right? Like I kind of believe in reincarnation, not in like a super literal sense, but just I truly do believe if I die, like I'm just gonna come back something different in a way. So like if he was never born, like maybe you just go down different. Like we're like almost like a sperm, you know, and like he went down that, and like maybe he'll go down like another one next time, you know, or he would have. Like maybe that's what life is. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, like if you do like have an abortion, like that spirit that was going into that one would just
Yeah.
come out in another form
Yeah,
somewhere else.
anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think you might be onto something there.
Maybe.
I haven't thought about that too
It's
much.
been a pretty heavy week for me, dude.
Yeah?
So, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's been
probably. I
heavy.
would say it's probably been like one of the heaviest weeks of, not as heavy as our time, but fucking remember winter? When, like I was like peaking consciousness and you were dealing with like family issues.
Oh yeah, last year.
That
Yeah,
was
that
a
was
heavy
last year.
moment.
That was a
yeah.
heavy
but
moment.
this week I've been close.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like, fuck, man. I gotta get my rant off. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, but I've been thinking
Yeah,
about shit like that.
I don't
okay?
know. Yeah.
That's all kind of why I
Yeah,
brought that up.
right,
Yeah.
right. Like
Like life and like death and like handling it. Like sometimes, dude. Okay. My friend, like my one like friend, like in the industry, okay, I'm not gonna say his name, but like he's our age and he got like cancer a couple years ago, and he has like a little daughter, okay, kind of like Riley's age. So I always like identify with them. You know, I'm always a little more compassionate for fathers. I'm sorry, I just am.
You should be.
I just am.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Being a parent's a whho different animal.
And it's nothing against people that aren't. It's just like, whatever. And I have a
Yeah,
father.
you can't.
It's hard to, you know, it's
like
not
people who don't have kids can't talk about having kids. You can't talk on kids unless you got kids.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that will talk on kids that don't have kids, and I think that's kind of fucked up.
But sometimes, like, the message is the message. Like, this is what we always talk about. Like, hypothetically, if I say something that's true, but it's like I'm a hypocrite because I don't do it, but does that make what I just said not true?
Right.
Does the messenger have to be
like the experiencer?
Yeah, maybe like what he's saying.
I think it does make
right.
it does make it heavier, or it makes it more poignant if you are an experiencer. If you're trying to speak on something, your experience probably helps you deliver whatever message you're trying to give, and you'll be able to explain it more.
Yeah.
You know, like you could tell that someone has been through that experience. Like it's funny whenever you hear people talk about how people should raise kids when they don't have kids. Like you don't know nothing about it. Yeah, right.
It's tough.
But sometimes it will, like you can still say things that'll make sense.
Yeah.
You know, and
maybe they have a perspective that like you don't. So like they almost can look at what you're doing wrong, even though it's not easy. Just like losing weight isn't easy, but it still can be done. So maybe like an objective view of you as a parent, even if he's not a parent, he could be like, listen, dude, like I'm not a parent, but like I don't know, man. Like I just think like kids need to like have hard work instilled in them. Like my dad, like maybe he's teaching you what his dad taught him. So maybe like he's not a parent necessarily, but he's using the values that
were instilled in him to reflect them on.
So he still has some idea of what it is.
Yeah. And if people, that's actually a good point. Like if you can.
Saying don't fuck with me this
week. If you
week,
get it to resonate, what's that?
Don't fuck with me
this
week.
You're on something, dude. You're on a different level. That totally makes sense.
It's too much, man. It's driving me insane. I swear.
Fuck, man. I don't know. Like.
Anyways, whatever.
But the kid with the face.
It's hard, man.
It is.
My heart goes out to him.
Yeah, for sure. And I just keep trying to think, like, I wonder, what type of lessons could be, what kind of lessons could be extracted from his experience. Yeah. You know what I mean? I wish he would have talked more. Like, I wish they would have given him a chance to, like, hear his experience. Like, because all we saw was his mom's experience. It would have been a little bit better if we could hear his experience. Yeah. You know? Like, what's he think? I'm sure he's probably in a... I don't know who knows if he's in a dark place, you know, like where is he mentally walking around like that?
Listen to this, dude.
And it's all judgment. Like if he does feel shitty about himself, it's all the judgment from other people. Like
we forgot our pieces of paper, so we don't cut each other off.
Oh, that's right. Fuck, dude, our points. Damn it. Yeah, we need our point things.
Yeah, we're really trying hard not to cut you off or guests. It's hard though, you know. You'll see if you come on, it's not easy. I know it's annoying, but you know. Oh yeah, I got my point.
Okay.
So, anyways, hold on, this shit. So anyways, how about this? Like you wish you could talk to that dude, right?
Yeah, the kid.
So a couple weeks ago, I delivered to a building on North Craig, and it's for disabled people, and like the most disabled people you could ever find, besides in like a mental institute. You know, like it's that.
Really?
I mean, dude, Evan, he delivers there too. Mikey C, you guys know what I'm talking about, like. You don't understand, dude, like, what opens the door. Like, you think you're ugly or your life is bad. You have no fucking idea how lucky you are.
Yeah.
I mean, these people, dude, it's, like, so tragic. Like, they have, like, no eye and their, like, nose is here and they're, like, 500 pounds. Or, like, it'll be, like, women that have, like, full facial hair and they're, like, 500 pounds. And, like, dude, this one time, dude, dude, he needed this, or he was gonna give me a package. I walk in, it was sketchy. I didn't want to walk, and I'm not talking shit, dude. I'm just speaking real, you know. Like my heart goes out to all of them. Yeah. So he's like, hey, come in. Like, so I hear, come in from the door, and I'm like, fuck, I had to, you know what I'm saying? This is before COVID too, so this was a bunch of time, but whatever. I didn't have a mask on.
Yeah.
Maybe I just wasn't wearing a mask at the time. This was actually recent.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Anyway, so I walk in, dude, and like the dude was creepy as fuck. He had one tooth. He had like dark circles. He was like huge and had a wife beater and had tattoos all over him. But he looked like mentally ill, or he looked like, kind of like retarded in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like slow, like
you
know. And he was like huge, and the wife was sitting on the couch, and she was huge and had like tons of leg hair. Like, right, tons of arm hair, armpit hair all over her face, like huge, you know? And he was like freaking out. He's like, oh, you need help? And I'm like, no, I'm good, because we need to cut something, okay? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I can do it in my truck. He's like, I can get a knife, you know? And he's like freaking out. He's like, I can get a knife. And he's like freaking out, having like a breakdown.
Really?
Dude, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, but he's like big, and it was like scary.
Yeah,
like,
voice,
like
super emotional.
I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know? It's okay. And he's like going to get a knife, dude. A butcher knife. He's going to get
fucking what? To cut open what?
Cut open
package?
To cut open the package.
What, to make sure it was like the right thing?
Yeah.
Like, why the hell they gonna cut it open in front of you? Like, fuck, you don't need a knife.
Dude, I almost want to redo the story. But anyways.
It's all good.
I'm fucking redoing real quick. I had a box that it was like medicine or something, or urine, okay?
Wait, what?
Like, sometimes they like pee. Let me redo this again.
You had a box of urine you were giving him?
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, dude. There's like some medical package that require we get there,
Okay.
they give it to us, and we tape it up and bring it. Sometimes it's like
you take it back?
Sometimes it's a sample, like a blood sample.
Wait, so you bring the box, they open it, they piss in the cup, put it back in the box, and then you take it back?
No, hold on.
Fuck.
There's two different situations, but in this situation, all I meant was there was something medical. I'm not even sure what it was, you know, but there is what you said, but not in this situation.
Okay, that wasn't this situation. But you had to cut the box open to get something out.
Yes, and it was a paper, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he wanted to open it, and I didn't have a knife, and I couldn't open it. And I was like, don't worry about it, you know? I was like, it was like some label, you know? I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So anyways, he's like freaking out to get the knife, okay? And I'm like, it's okay. And he's having like a mental breakdown. And this huge lady on the couch was like cackling like a horror movie. Okay?
Really?
Yeah, like cackling. And then the dude said he was going to jump out the window and shit.
Wait, what?
Dude, I like burnt out on this story.
Holy shit.
I don't want to tell it anymore. Anyways, it's because it sounds like too crazy, dude. It was like that, you know? Anyways, sorry. All I'm saying is I've seen it, dude. Like really dark.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like misfortunate or unfortunate.
Yes.
Forms of life.
Yes.
Like unfortunate forms of human life. Like there's just people that grow like fingernails all over their face. Like it's like they're growing horns and shit.
I forgot my story. This is the story, dude. I was on the elevator with a blind guy. Okay. We were sitting there talking and shit. You know me, dude. I'm like, man, dude, you know, thinking. I went up to him, or I was like, can I ask you a question? I was like, hey, have you been blind your whole life? Okay. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, what's it like? I was like, what's it like? You know? And he's like, you know what? He's like, it's all I know. He's like, that's all I know.
Really?
You know? And I'm like, well, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, it's just all, he's like, I don't know. Like, you know?
Yeah. That's it. Dude, I'd love to talk to a blind guy.
Yeah. He was just like, it's all I know. I asked him a couple more questions and shit. And he's like,
Did you ask him if he's ever taken mushrooms? I want to know what it's like for blind people to take psychedelics.
The reason why his story kind of threw me off, because he said he actually saw through a pin dot hole for like the first year of his life or something.
Really?
So he's seen life through like a pin dot.
Really?
Yeah, and like
how does he know what that is?
And it comes and goes, and he said like so he's seen life before. So he wasn't exactly what I needed. Like I need somebody that like never. Yeah, he says when he was born.
See, I'd rather talk to someone. I think I'd want to talk to a blind guy that went blind. Okay. So he could explain like the different colors. I feel like you'd be able to get like a better understanding from someone that has seen. You know what I mean?
Like for
colors and things like that, but also just
how
like
would a blind guy see
because
color?
he could give you a comparison.
Yeah.
You know, like someone that did see and then they went blind, he could give you a comparison of what it was like with life with sight and what it was life without sight.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, that's who I'd want it. But a pinhole, how the fuck did?
Yeah, look it up.
What, like a pinhole fucking?
Yeah, he said
pinhole sight.
Mm-hmm. Like and it's like. He like lost it, and so he's like technically, but he has the stick, bro. He's like banging around.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's blind. Yeah.